Bannon reminds me of a caricature of an insane, mad monk from maybe the 7th century, 8th century, maybe the 9th century, where the church ran everything. And anything that happened negative was because God was going to beat the shit out of everybody because he was in a bad mood. You get sick, well, you're infested with devils. Your son gets eaten by wolves while he's out tending the sheep flock, well, he pissed God off. I mean, this is who Bannon reminds me of. He looks dirty and filthy and germy, and I don't know. I thank God he never smiles. I'm sure his teeth are green, just with muck and shit on them. Talk about a subhuman. Who's the guy on MSNBC? I'm drawing a blank, Kathy. It does the last word with, who is that? Lawrence O'Donnell. Thank you. Lawrence O'Donnell, I don't know, a couple, 3 weeks ago, had an opening segment where he stated the proposition that the person who had the real power in the Trump organization was Steve Bannon. It wasn't Reince Priebus. It wasn't anybody. It wasn't Mike Pence. It wasn't Trump's son-in-law. It wasn't. It was one person only who had ultimate power, and that was Steve Bannon. And O'Donnell repeated that over and over a couple of times until, you know, I'm yelling at the TV screen, all right, get on with it, please. And then he pointed out the reason why. He said, you know, Trump, when he took over the Oval Office, he let it be known to everybody on staff that the men were going to wear coats and ties and the women were going to dress like women. No more of this pantsuit shit. You wear skirts and make sure they're about 3 inches above the knees so when you sit down, I can see your pusket. That's how sick he is. Who's the only person in the Trump entourage who does not dress the way Trump has ordered? Steve Bannon. This gross subhuman always looks like he just crawled out of a dumpster. He's flicking shit off his wrinkled coat and picking orange rinds out of his teeth, and his hair looks like it hasn't been washed in 6 months. I'm sure he has fleas. He's the one writing the budget for the United States. Holy God. But here's something for you to watch for. If you ever see Steve Bannon wear a tie, you'll know that he has fallen from grace and somebody else has moved into the power slot. But until that time, with his filthy, stinking clothes and his filthy, stinking appearance and no tie, and that look about him like he just came off a 10-day drunk, covered in his own vomit and shit when he walks into a room, as long as he looks like that, he's the man in charge. This is Bannon at work. Bannon said he was going to tear the fuck out of this country and destroy it. The same thing Lenin said about the remains of Tsarist Russia. I am going to destroy it. And he did. And this is exactly Bannon. You know, I call him a fascist because he is. Because, you know, the leaders of the former Soviet Union, the leaders of any of these totalitarian dictatorship-type governments, they are all essentially fascists. So even though this horrific Steve Bannon claims to be a Leninist, he is also a fascist. This is his handiwork. I hope you know this. Trump is too goddamn stupid to put together coherent sentences, much work out all the details in a proposed budget. This is not Trump's budget. This is Steve Bannon's budget and the little Nazi too young to order beer, Stephen Miller. Under the Bannon budget will be eliminated, gone. Fuck them. Let them die. Let them all die. This is what Bannon wants. And this is a reason that Trump and Pence have got to be removed. Now, they're not going to remove Pence. Pence is this little suck-up, do-good little Christian boy who will beat your ass to death with a Bible as soon as you turn your back on him. But maybe if they run Trump out of town, this goddamn lump of a human being, Bannon, will crawl back under whatever fucking rock he came out from.